Hi, welcome to part 4 of BassNastyFishing.com's Christmas special. This is like obviously post-Christmas, so it's a post-Christmas special. Anyways, this is the special where we tie it all in. We tie in small business, JDM tackle, all the stuff I've covered in the first 3 parts of my specials. And today, it's really hard to find JDM tackle in the States, and usually you have to import it from like Plaid or Japanese bass tackle or something like that. Some of those Japanese places that ship overseas. It's pretty expensive and all that stuff. The Japanese yen is pretty expensive compared to the American dollar right now, so it's really, usually they're pretty expensive. It's almost cost prohibitive to do it. But if you can buy in bulk and all that stuff, I guess you get a pretty good deal, good discounts and stuff. And the individual I'm going to talk about, the company I'm going to talk about next, is one of the few companies in the States that really focus in on the high-end Japanese tackle and stuff that you can't find here anywhere else. Stuff that places like Tackle Warehouse or basically pretty much any of the other mainstream tackle companies, retailers in the States don't cover. And that's Precision Tackle. That's www.pttackle.com. And the guy who runs it, Herb Weichman, he's a really friendly guy. I tell you, he's he's a great fisherman. He loves to fish. He fishes all his baits. He's like probably even more hardcore JDM tackle junkie than I am. He just keeps on talking about all these crazy baits, and not only talks about them, he actually gets them into his store. So it's pretty cool. So I'm just going to go through some of the things that he carries in his shop, in his stores that you can get, that's pretty cool, and that you won't see anywhere else, and that you can actually get from an American company, small business. He's actually from I think just from like South Jersey. So like I said, I'll just go through some of his stuff and some of the stuff you can see that he's got. And like I said, I just want to give him a shout out because he supplied me with some really cool tackle this year, and he's my go-to guy for some of my go-to baits, and he's never disappointed me. And if you make the order on say like a Monday, you have it in your hands by Wednesday. Sometimes I've had it like the next day, which is absolutely crazy for shipping for regular mail. So he's like super quick, and he's just always got great selection and stuff. So I guess the first thing I'm gonna talk about is he carries like the Kitech stuff. He was probably one of the first companies in the States to carry the Kitech stuff, and the Kitech, he pretty much has every kind of everything they've had. They've had everything from I'm not sure. I don't think they make like spider grubs anymore, but he may or may not have some more. I'm not too sure, but I know he carries like Japanese only colors. This is like the Hasu color that he has. Not too many other people carry that. It's really pretty cool colors. He always has a wide selection, and he always has different colors. I know he has lime chartreuse, which is hard to find in different baits. He's always got all the sizes and stuff for Kitech, and he's got the jigs and everything. So just if you're looking for Kitech, well, I gotta love Kitech for swim jigs, for swim baits, for swim jigs, for jigs and all that stuff, for umbrella rigs, all that stuff. The Kitech swim baits, fat swing impacts and the swing impacts, and like they're just awesome. And he's got like the sexy impacts, and he's got all the pretty much the whole line of Kitechs. And of course, again, we're going to talk about go-to baits for me this year, the Jacko Cover Craw. He again has been my supplier for that. He always has them in stock. He always got they're just the greatest baits, and always for a great price. And like I said, he's got both sides. He's got the 4s and he's got the 3s, and all sorts of the great colors and everything. So again, quick shipping and all that stuff. Now one of his not claims to fame, but one of the things that he really prides himself on is having great color selection. And for example, things like the Megabass Vision 110s, he has pretty much every single 110 color that you can have in the United States. Plus he has Japanese colors, Japanese only colors. Plus he has limited edition colors. Plus he has not only the floating and but he has the sinking ones. He has the 110s. He has the 110s plus ones. He has the Magnums. He has the 95s. Pretty much all the Vision 110s. And again, it's pretty hard to find all that in one place. So he carries pretty much every printer's color. And if he doesn't have it, he can get it without a question. And all you have to do is, you don't find it on his site, you can get it. He's starting to carry Duo Realis now, so he has all the Duo Realis colors, and I'm pretty sure he's going to have some JDM colors in there too, because that's just how he is. So he has those, and if you're talking about jerk baits and stuff like that, you have your regular jerk baits and stuff like that, but like, who has like the Depths Battle Song? Who has the Vagabond, what is it, the Wobble King? Like nobody except for him. And he has them in stock for you to buy. So I mean, like, if you're looking for different jerk baits and stuff like that, JDM jerk baits, man, technically he's got them all. And he's had things like the I'm a Beast Hunter. You'll see they're getting more popular now and stuff like that. And like deep diving crankbaits, like the the Amas and OSPs and stuff like that. Well, before Tackle Warehouse carried them, before anybody else carried them, he was carrying them. He was like fishing them, and they're great. So again, he has like tons and tons of JDM crankbaits and stuff, and the prices aren't any more than like Lucky Craft or Megabass crankbaits or anything like that. They're all like reasonably priced. It's great. Again, lipless crankbaits. He has the Duo ones like I talked about in 3. He has the Vagabond ones. He has like Depths, F-Sonics, all these different crankbaits that you're not going to find at your typical retailers. Like this one, you're never going to find the Vagabond Lures lipless crankbait. This thing is like so awesome. It has such a crazy fall, and like I said, it's just like, look at the profile. It's like monster fat on the bottom. This is like just amazing crankbait. And of course, then we're going like one of my favorites is Top Water. He turned me on to this, the Die Buzzin', the OSP Die Buzzin' Heavy Hitter. This thing is like a super awesome wake bait. It is noisy as anything. Has a really heavy baits in it. Deep noise is compared to normal, like Lucky Craft wake baits and stuff like that. Top Water wake baits. Just awesome. And again, who else had these? Him. He was the first guy, and that I know of, and I'm sure he's going to be cutting the edge, on the cutting edge of all the baits, that keep on coming out and stuff like that. He is, the Dagger Reds, swim baits and stuff like that. Now, talking about swim baits, I mean, you're talking about, all sorts of swim baits. He's got like Vagabond swim baits. He's got Depths swim baits. He has limited edition Butch Brown slide swimmers. He's got Roman Maids. He's got the Tricks. He's got lipless Tricks. He's got Roman Maid Souths. He has custom USA colors. He has custom Roman Maid Mothers that have like a whole different like hook system. It's just amazing. And the guy, like I said, you just can't fault the selection he has of all the different things. And you're like, well, you know what? All these things are great, but I like to fish soft plastics and all that stuff. Well, you know what? So here we go. Why don't we pick yourself up a Roman Maid Prologue? One of the few guys that carries it, and I'm sure he's one of the first to actually carry it. These things are just gigantic. You're looking for some big fish? Here you go. What else has he got? He's got air baits. Vagabond makes soft plastics. Who knew? Well, there you go. Vagabond soft plastics, the airbait slims. He's got the 7.7s and he's got the 4.5s. And you can go through everything. He's got like the Jackal eye shads, the crosstails. He's got, you name it, he's got it. And if you're, like this year I'm going to be doing a lot of frog fishing. Well, he's got like the Depths Slither K and a Buster K. He's probably one of the first people to catch a fish in the United States on one of those baits. I mean, he was the first to have them. You know, everybody's getting on the bandwagon. This guy was cutting the edge right at the beginning. He's had all this stuff, and he's always, you know, pushing the limits, pushing the edge. And you know what? All this stuff you think it'd be costing an arm and a leg, you know what? It's really affordable and stuff. And again, I can't go enough. It sounds like I'm doing a commercial for this guy, but he's a really friendly guy. He's a really nice guy. He'll talk to you about any kind of fishing. He's not going to BS you. If he can get it for you, he's going to tell you. If he can get it for you, he's going to get it to you as quick as possible. And when you make an order, I mean, you can't beat the customer service from the guy. And if you're in the Jersey, PA area, they also have like a brick and mortar store that his good friend Warren Walk kind of runs, and it's out of his shop, and it's up in Oxford Valley Mall. I can't remember exact address right this moment, but it's in Oxford Valley Mall. It's All Star Tackle. I mean, All Star Collectibles, and half the shop is dedicated to tackle. And he's just got all, you know, tons and tons of stuff. And if he doesn't have it in the shop, you can get it from, you know, Herb's online stuff like next day. So you don't have to worry about that. And they're just great guys to fish with, great guys to talk to. I mean, I know Herb's going to be at the Greater Philadelphia Sports Show in Oaks, and that's actually how I met him the first time. Great guy, and you can go and talk to him about anything. I'm sure he's going to have pretty much the whole selection of like eye candy there to see. But again, you know, you can go on his website and just, you know, browse through it. I mean, you're talking about top water. You know, okay, here you go. You got the OSB dye buzzer, dye buzzing, you know, the heavy hitter. But you know what? He's got the most the most buzz jets that they made. He's got Japan only colors of buzz jets. You know, buzz jets are like one of the premier top water wake baits that you can get, and he's got every single color. He's got special colors. He's got you know, members limited edition, like depths limited edition colors, the members colors, you name it. It's just like you just can't beat it. So anyways, the selection is great, service is great. And again, I want to thank Herb for, you know, providing me with all this cool stuff this year. And this is a shout out for you, and for giving me some great fishing experiences, turning me on to some awesome tackle and stuff, and introducing me to some great guys like Warren, and you know, just all basically just for having a great year using your baits and stuff like that. And oh yeah, he does carry rods, by the way, Dobbins. You just name it, Dobbins, Powell, a few other rods. I think he carries G. Loomis, but I'm not quite sure. But I know Dobbins and Powell for sure. Actually, you know, I don't think he carries G. Loomis, but Dobbins and Powell, great prices. You know what, he can get it to you like real quick and stuff like that, and he's a great guy. So, anyways, to end the series and stuff like that, you know, like I said, support your local tackle company. Support, you know, the guys who go in there, you know, who are doing it day in, day out. They're making the tackle, they're making the sacrifices, they're fishing that tackle, they're doing all this stuff. They're not making it, you know, in China or, you know, Korea or anything like that. They're hand making all the stuff, the service from every tackle company, Motor Hooks, Cajun Tackle House, you know, Duo International, and then, you know, retailers like, you know, like Precision Tackle. All these guys are just going above and beyond, you know, because they're fishermen, you know. So other than that, you know, I'd like to thank you for watching all 4 parts of the series, and just have a good fishing season this year, and stay tuned to Bass Nasty Fishing, because there's going to be some cool changes coming up. And you know, like I said, we're going to be focusing on a lot of top water, and you're going to see in action a lot of the top water stuff that, you know, Herb sells at Precision Tackle. You know, the Jackal Haleby frog, the Slither K, the Buster K. You know, I'm sure he's going to get the Mega Bass Pony Frog in. He's got Scum Frogs in. He's got the Myharas. He's got the MLTs. You name it. He's got Coppers frogs. You know, the whole range of frogs and stuff like that. Plus, you know, I'm sure he's got some cool stuff up his sleeve for the new year, because I know he's a big frog guy. So anyways, big top water guy too. So anyways, again, thanks again for watching, and Have yourself a good new year and stuff, and stay tuned because we have some cool stuff coming up. All right, thanks, and catch you later. Fast nasty fishing, keep fishing nasty, boys. Catch you later.